Hello and welcome to NDTV. I am Amit Tyagi. With the Lok Sabha elections done, now the focus has shifted on the upcoming assembly elections. Maharashtra is the big focus for both the NDA and the India Alliance. The NDA, which lost a considerable amount of seats, is focusing on Maharashtra. An important meeting, in fact, took place today, which was chaired by Home Minister Amit Shah and also saw the presence of senior leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party from the state.
कोई बदलाव नहीं है। फिर एक बार एनडीए की महायुति की सरकार बहुत मजबूती से हमें महाराष्ट्र में लानी है। किसी प्रकार का कोई बदलाव का सिलसिला नहीं।
आज महाराष्ट्र की कोर टीम केंद्रीय नेतृत्व के साथ बैठी थी। इस बैठक में हम लोगों ने विशेष रूप से महाराष्ट्र का जो परिणाम आया इस पर विस्तार से चर्चा की। महाराष्ट्र में जैसा आप जानते हैं कि केवल 0.3% से महायुति और एमवीए में अंतर है, तो कहां वोट मिले कहां नहीं मिले, कहां परेशानी हुई, कौन सी करेक्टिव एक्शंस लेनी चाहिए, ये सारी बातों पर विस्तार से चर्चा हुई।
Going across to my colleague Vasudha Venugopal, who's joining us with more details on this. Vasudha, Maharashtra becomes the big mission for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Apart from Uttar Pradesh, this is the state which gave them shocks as far as the Lok Sabha is concerned. Now, how is the entire strategy being reworked for the upcoming polls?
Absolutely, Ankit. And if you see, one of the biggest setbacks that the BJP faced this time in 2024 Lok Sabha elections was in the state of Maharashtra, where the party was down from 23 seats to just 9 seats. So clearly, there's a lot of worry there, and significant sections of the voting populace, including Dalits, have moved away from the party, which is why the party held a high-level meeting today. In fact, the core group of Maharashtra was also present, which include leaders like Devendra Fadnavis, Ashish Shelar, Chandrakant Bavan Phule, Vinod Tavde, and Amit Shah was part of this. He presided over this meeting. And I'm told that, all the leaders who have been given certain constituency clusters, they were asked to present their feedback reports. There was also, Devendra Fadnavis had clearly said that he wants to be part of organization now. He doesn't want to continue as deputy CM, and he wants to focus on the party's prospects in the upcoming assembly elections. That also came up. And third most important thing, what will be the roadmap for BJP 2024? In the northern part of Maharashtra, they lost in Nashik and other places because of farmers' unrest, prices of onions, milk prices. Marathwada was a clean... there was nobody, there was almost no seat there in Vidarbha. It was just Nitin Gadkari who managed to. Marathwada, Vidarbha and northern Maharashtra have in some ways proven to be, very bad for the BJP. So clearly that setback is something that the party wishes to overcome. Bhupendra Yadav and Ashwini Vaishnav have been appointed Prabhari and Sub-Prabhari. And the BJP, I'm told, wants to follow the Madhya Pradesh model, where it will come up with a list of candidates soon. At the same time, it will also have enough time to understand what the challenges are. Regular meetings are going to take place, and of course, in some days, we can also see more appointments being made so that this campaign is expedited.
Thank you, Vasudha, for joining us with all those details. Meanwhile, the Bombay High Court has said that it watched Hamare Bara movie and found nothing objectionable in this controversial film, which there was nothing against the Muslim community. And the court observed that the film is in fact aimed at upliftment of women. It also said the Indian public was not gullible or silly. The court, however, said the film's first trailer was objectionable, but that has been removed, and all objectionable scenes have also been deleted from the film. Many petitions were filed in the High Court seeking a ban on the movie, claiming it was derogatory towards Muslim community. The court said it has some suggestions over a few scenes which may still be a bit objectionable. The bench said if all parties concerned agree to the deletion of objectionable scenes, then consent terms should be submitted, after which the court would pass an order on Wednesday permitting the release of the film. Radhika, my colleague, joins us with more details at this moment. Radhika, this has been a very controversial film where the actors and the crew of the film also, in fact, claim that they have been getting some threats for which they also met the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Now, after this, what is it that the film's team is saying about these objectionable scenes and the way forward?
Certainly, this has been a controversial film. In fact, some sort of relief for Hamare Bara makers after the Bombay High Court said it watched the movie and found nothing objectionable in it that was against the Muslim community. Also observing that the film is aimed at upliftment of women. In fact, division bench also saying that the film's trailer was initially objectionable, which has now been removed. So the film makers have been saying that they have been abiding by what has the suggestions that have been made to them, and therefore they've removed the objectionable scenes. Now, also the court noting that it was in fact a thinking movie and not the sort where the audience is expected to keep their brains at home and only enjoy it. So, a bunch of petitions, as you said, were filed before the High Court seeking a ban on the movie, claiming that it was derogatory towards Muslim community. Initially, High Court postponed the release of the movie, then later permitted the release after makers said the objectionable portions would be deleted. Now, petitioners also had moved Supreme Court, which had stayed the release and directed the High Court to hear the matter. Now, some sort of relief for the filmmakers, as the bench has said, it has seen the movie after removal of all objectionable portions and found nothing in it that would incite violence, but also the court saying that it has some suggestions over a few scenes which may still be a bit objectionable, but once some consent terms are agreed upon, courts are likely to pass an order tomorrow permitting the release of the film.
Thank you so much. It's been a blistering June in North India. An intense heat wave is sweeping through Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Punjab over the last week, leading to India Meteorological Department, in fact, issuing a red alert. Temperatures are soaring above 46 degrees Celsius across North India. It has been the longest heat wave in the national capital for over a decade. And peak power demand has also hit a record high. But the IMD says relief could come soon, post Wednesday. Take a look at this report.
"55-year-old Savitri waits for hours in this scorching heat, all in the hope that at least one customer will visit her shop. The heat is not just unbearable, but has also hit income of street vendors like her.
बिक्री तो नहीं है, 10 सुबह सांझ को कस्टमर आ जाता है, कोई 100 का, 50 का, 200 का, 500 का, ज़्यादा तो ज़्यादा 1000 रुपये की दुकानदारी हो जाती है, लेकिन ज़्यादा नहीं है। इसमें गर्मी में नहीं निकलता कस्टमर।
Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Punjab are witnessing an intense heat wave. Now, the Met Department has issued a red alert. Delhi at 45 degrees Celsius feels like 50 degrees, while Dehradun has been sweltering at 40 degrees for over 3 weeks. Mercury reached up to 47.6 degrees in Prayagraj, which has consistently topped charts as one of the hottest cities this season.
फर्क पड़ा है, अभी अगले महीने से दिखेगा, अभी थोड़ा कम दिख रहा है। टूरिस्ट अभी नहीं आ रहे हैं।
भीड़ कितनी हो रही है?
भीड़ अभी भीड़ ही नहीं है।
The only question now is, when can we expect some relief? Weather department officials say the national capital can expect some respite on Wednesday. Monsoon is also going to hit Delhi from the end of the month.
If you see another satellite picture, you can see here, you can find it big cloud patches there over Jammu Kashmir. This is a western disturbance. It will affect northwest India next 2-3 days. So accordingly, what we are expecting, heat wave intensity will reduce for our Punjab, Haryana and CR Delhi from tomorrow onward.
North India has been reeling under intense heat wave conditions for the past few weeks now. While there is some respite expected in the form of light rainfall over the next couple of days, in such climate change conditions, it is important to keep yourself hydrated. I'm keeping myself hydrated. Are you? With Arun Singh Negi, Tanushka Datta, Kishore Rawat and Tanishq Punjabi for NDTV.
Massive fire in a pharma warehouse in Rishikesh. In fact, some fire tenders have been rushed to the spot. SDRF has also been called in to control the blaze. Now, these visuals, in fact, are coming in from Rishikesh, where this fire broke out a short while back. Quick break at this moment. News and updates on the other side. Stay tuned. The preliminary findings in the Kanchenjunga train accident point to a combination of human error and signal failure as contributing factors. Also, the goods train that hit the passenger train from the back was travelling over the speed limit. The number of deaths has now risen to 10, with the 6-year-old child succumbing to injuries even as the parents battle for their lives. Vedant Agarwal with this report.
Sajjan Kumar is in shock. His younger brother, all that he had for a family, never came back home from his grandmother's village. What came instead was the news of his death. 18-year-old Arjun was on the Kanchenjunga Express that fateful morning when the train met with an accident.
दोस्त यार के साथ मुलाकात करने गए होंगे, तो ऐसे हम लोग उतना ध्यान नहीं दिए। उसके बाद 2 बजे के टाइम में एक न्यूज़ देखे, तब से खबर लगाए, यहाँ पे आए, यहाँ पे खोजे, तो यहाँ नहीं मिला, तो जाके मुर्दा घर में जाके उसका डेड बॉडी मिला। कल तो अपना पैर पे खड़ा नहीं होने पाते थे। हमारा आंटी लोग भी आया था, वो लोग को संभालते संभालते कल से कुछ खाना भी नहीं खाया जाता कल सुबह से।
Arjun is among the 10 passengers killed and the dozens who were injured in the accident. Their families say it's high time for railway safety to improve in India.
ये मतलब एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है। अभी शायद इसके बाद अगर रेलवे थोड़ा सा और सतर्क हो जाए, ठीक है, और मतलब अभी ये टाइम नहीं है कि कोई किसी पे दोष दे, रेलवे के ऊपर दोष दे। अभी ट्रीटमेंट बेस्ट ट्रीटमेंट अभी हो, अभी वही है।
24 hours after the accident, the lines have been cleared, only to reveal the horror of the tragedy. A pair of kids' shoes, clothes, a checkbook, and tiffin boxes never opened lying around on the tracks. While the railway says it was human error that caused the accident, this document raises several questions. This written order shows that the goods train was allowed to move ahead where there were automated signals. But the driver was advised to move at a speed of 10 kilometers per hour with restrictions. Rail officials claim he disregarded the restrictions. The sequence of events indicates that there was a failure of the automated signal system that triggered the manual signal system. In fact, if sources are to be believed, the train tracking system was also not working at the time. While the loco pilot of the goods train, of course, disregarded certain conditions and norms, it's much more complex than just a human error. The Railways has put the blame on the motorman of the goods train, running at a speed higher than the permissible limit for a manual signal system.
ये कमिश्नर ऑफ रेलवे सेफ्टी अभी आकर साइट पे इंस्पेक्शन करके गए। वो एक इंडिपेंडेंट इंक्वायरी होती है। कमिश्नर ऑफ रेलवे सेफ्टी मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ सिविल एविएशन के अधिकारी होते हैं। वो आने के बाद साइट देखा है। कल वो पूरे स्टेशन देखेंगे, सभी इन्वॉल्व आदमियों से इंटरव्यू लेंगे, उनके बयान लेंगे।
A day after the accident, these dreaded tracks of the strategically important northeastern railways are operational again. These tracks have been restored. But what about the faith in Indian railways, the lifeline of our country? Innocent people dying because of what could be systemic failure raises serious concerns. While we talk of ultra-modern railways, the fact is that in parts of India, basic systems of safety are not as robust as we believe they are. The big question, who takes accountability? Will heads roll? In Rangapani with my camera person Kanan Patra, Vedant for NDTV.
In fact, some important news coming in. M.K. Stalin, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, has written to Home Minister Amit Shah to withhold new enactments of the criminal laws. M.K. Stalin has said that the 3 acts replaced come under concurrent list of the Constitution. States not given adequate time to express views. Sanskrit names for the acts violates Article 348. Acts ought to be in English. There are fundamental errors. Some are ambiguous and self-contradictory. Implementations would require revision of law college syllabus and capacity building for all stakeholders. Remember, the Indian Penal Code is being replaced by the Bharatiya Achar Sanhita, and that, in fact, Mr. Stalin is objecting to at this moment. We're stepping into a short break at this moment. News and updates continue on NDTV. Stay with us.